from the lower level. I'm taking time, show enough.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in shape.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Miami Heat. And taking a look here at the Heat, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. Going to be an interesting year for Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Everybody knows his story. Once the video coordinator, all the way to head coach, two-time champion.
And now your seventh at the
Hi, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports for our Monday afternoon broadcast alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Miami, on the perimeter, Wade and Dang. Whiteside is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful the entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Nobody near Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Whiteside, Dang. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively. Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now, here's Green, following the miss by Chris Bosh. Puts up a three, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Parker. And that's now 6 points for Kawhi Leonard. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Heat were rolling. They won a franchise record 66 games. 27 of those came consecutively. Last season, they managed the regular season. They knew they had to pace themselves in an effort to try to win a 3rd straight championship.
Green inside the three-point line. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Wade drives in. Here's Whiteside, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Pushing their lead to double digits. Green's got 8. And last season, I'd say, guys, the Heat more or less just conceded that #1 seed to the Pacers.
Yeah, almost like a marathon runner. You know, they just didn't want to burn out early, so they just kind of found their pace throughout the season. And they weren't worried too much about the home seed. They were concerned more with their own health. And I thought Eric Spoelstra handled all of those dynamics perfectly.
Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Wade. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. And Goran Dragic hits from deep. Dragic has got his second bucket.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Leonard, no luck. The Heat trail by 10. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Finished off the break. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Wade. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Dang with the bucket.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
The drive by Green, banked in off the glass. Green's got 13.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right, and to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Now here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. Back to Wade. Wade double team. Bosh with it, guarded now by Duncan. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Duncan. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bosh heads the pick for Wade. And the pass to Whiteside. Wade drives in. And that one's good.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Here's Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Mills, that's a two-pointer. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, it looks pretty clear on the instant replay, guys.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Spurs lead by 13. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into the groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Boris Diaw is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Bellinelli in at the 3 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Shot clock at 6. Mick Roberts misses.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh. You know, the Spurs culture, really an example for the entire league, and you have to give a lot of credit to head coach Greg Popovich. He demands accountability and execution while at the same time balancing that with a really great sense of humor and an authentic interest in his players as people, and that goes a long way. And he's got a great leadership team around him, his owner and the general manager. They've been a terrific trio for almost 2 decades now.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Diaw with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. And Ginobili with the slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Mick Roberts' shot is good. And Coach Greg Popovich really gets to know his players and his coaches, Steve. The staff goes on a retreat every offseason where they hang out, watch tape, and brainstorm ideas.
Yeah, I actually attended one of those off-season retreats a few summers back, and it was fascinating watching tape with the entire staff, talking about their team. What a great experience.
Here's...
Get it!
Watch out now!
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Mario Chalmers coming into last season made a bet with Ray Allen about how much each could slim down and get in peak shape. Seemed to pay dividends for Chalmers in particular, who had probably the best season of his NBA career.
The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. And Bellinelli kicks to Parker. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And Chalmers really not the quickest point guard in the league, but he has active hands defensively and pretty good feet. And those takeaways help get the Heat out in the open court, which certainly plays to their strengths.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Bellinelli. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Spurs on defense. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And Lou Eldang gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Chalmers, more of a role player for the Heat. Not a huge playmaker, Steve, but he can knock down open threes.
Yeah, he's an efficient scorer, and his passing has gotten better over the last couple of seasons. He's a perfect role player for Miami because he can guard opposing point guards extremely well and then slide off the ball when Wade has it.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, we all know that Manu Ginobili has had a terrific career playing mostly as a sixth man. Ginobili said, I don't think it was a big sacrifice. Maybe at first it was a little painful on the ego, but when I got in, all the plays were for me. I started to feel confident in that role. Now I enjoy it, and I don't even want to start. Kevin?
Doris, he puts pragmatism over ego. Thank you. Dang, a screen on Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Spurs were able to take the top seed in the West once again and set themselves up for yet another deep playoff run.
Splitters checked in for Boris Diaw. Parker outside. That's good. Parker's got a pair of dribbles in the second out for the Spurs.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, it's absolutely incredible when you look at Tim Duncan and see the impact he continues to have on games at his current age. I mean, he looks much as he did early in his career. His game has really withstood the test of time, and I think it's partly due to his conditioning, but his IQ is a big factor, and his game has always been one that's been anchored in fundamentals and staying close to the ground.
Chalmers. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And at 38 years of age, Tim Duncan still going strong, guys.
Timeless. I mean, his dedication to diet and fitness, his flexibility, it's enabled him to remain in peak form. He doesn't move quite as quickly as he did 6-8 years ago, but he's shooting the ball better than ever. Footwork and his fundamental game obviously has always been there. So just an amazing late season or late career run for him.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control even at full speed. I love that about him.
And Green gets it to go.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Dragic kicks to Chalmers. Parker against Dragic. Outside Bosch. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Chalmers against Green. Chalmers' shot is no good. From deep three-point range, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. So as we conclude the first... As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Green. 16 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. And the way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dang and Bosch are the 3 and 4. D-Wade out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. And it's Dragic off the drive. Bosch, no one around him. Here's Whiteside. And another shot, and it's good on the way in. Whiteside's got 6 points.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich. Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. I mean, he's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Kicks to Duncan. For the 3. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Duncan. 23 points for Tony Parker.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
That one wide left.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
And it's Wade in the corner. The kick out to Bosch. Launches it. Good.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
San Antonio's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Took him no time at all on that one. 26 points for Parker.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
They get it again. Green. Splitter kicks to Leonard. Pass to Splitter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard dishes to Parker. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. And again, it's Tony Parker with the triple. Parker's got 29.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big 3 were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone now. He has become an excellent head coach.
And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And Coach Spoelstra, known for his work ethic and attention to detail. He's a grinder.
No question about it, Kevin. Got his start as video coordinator back when everything ran on VHS, so you know he had to do an awful lot of work. And he's worked his way up slowly, but surely. He's grown as an assistant under some terrific mentors, and now he's really, I think, one of the best head coaches in the game without question.
He's visited college football training facilities, NFL camps. He really tries to broaden his perspective.
He sure does, and you can see evidence of that in how he handles himself.
Good on the second free throw. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. And Baines kicks to Mills. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Here's Mills. He has 7. 56 seconds left in the third. Deflects the pass. Chalmers with it. He's got 9. He kicks to Wade. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Ginobili. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Mick Roberts' shot is good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and the shot is good. Mills has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Spurs. Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Wade against Ginobili. Here's the screen. Wade passes to Mick Roberts. No good from outside. Ginobili gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Boris Diaw is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Mills. And it's Baines in its center. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Napier. Walker with a clean look. Misses the 3. And Anderson kicks to Napier. Stolen by Joseph. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Mills has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Soft touch off the glass. Mills has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Walker the pass to Napier. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Spurs with some changes. Matt Bonner comes in for Boris Diaw. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Patty Mills.
A new-look lineup for the Miami Heat this season. The big three of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh is no more. Certainly not what the fans hope for, but we'll see what this team can achieve this season with the new group. They'll be energized a bit. Obviously, they'll miss the brilliance of LeBron, but they'll be hungry to prove they can still get it done.
Ennis kicks to Napier. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Joseph. The three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeff Ayers is jacked in for San Antonio. Leonard dishes to Bellinelli. Hits the three-point bomb. Bellinelli's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for San Antonio. Here's Ennis. They set the pick. Passes it to Napier. Fires the three. The rebound collected by Ayers.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Bellinelli. And stolen by Napier. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Ahead, here's Ennis. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
You know, the Spurs, because of their way of conducting business and their low-key personality have never really been ratings darlings for the NBA, despite being considered and respected as a model franchise in the league. The team's color of silver and black, I think, fits their style. It's not really flashy or gaudy, but it does point out their business-like approach and how precise they play and how much they win.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in, and the basket by Napier.
Oh, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
The dish to Mills. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you look at the Spurs' lack of branding, if you will. It starts from the top down, from Coach Popovich to Tim Duncan. They don't court media attention. They're close to the vest. All business, all about winning.
And Miami making a change here. Nick Roberts is checked in. Here's Napier, covered by Mills. Miami with the ball. And the Spurs look for a certain kind of player, Clark. I know you're interested in this. The players they get are uninterested in the spotlight. Pop calls them guys that have gotten over themselves.
That's a great way to phrase it, because they're others-focused and not self-focused. And that's something that really lends itself well in a culture which glamorizes the I and not the group. And you can see it in the Spurs. They are all about business, and all of the extra stuff is not what appeals to them. They're interested in winning and having fun and enjoying each other, and that's why they're a championship organization and team.
That's a good blueprint.
Yes, it is. You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record. If not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
And you know, you look at the coaching carousel, the profession has perhaps never been more volatile. Steve, you're getting ready to enter that yourself. A real shakeup right now, and hopefully it settles down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity, Kevin. So many changes, and so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that volatility won't be going on in the Bay Area. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Parker. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide. And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Here's McRoberts. Miami no good on that time either. They're making this a runaway.
Now, the only question now is how big will this lead eventually become? I mean, this is a blowout.
And a wide open look for Walker. Off target with the open look. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle.